Hello and welcome to the next installment of Civilization 5 with CzarPeppers. Now, last time you'll remember, or you won't remember if you didn't watch the last video, but I'll do a quick recap. We were dealing with a number of barbarian issues, three groups of barbarians surrounding our territory. Managed to deal with them with not so much hassle. And now, since we have a new settler, our aim is to create a new city in this area where we have lots of silk resources. We've got 2 iron resources and some stone. So this will be a good place to make a city. However, we do have a group of barbarian warriors up here, and we have this barbarian encampment down here that we need to deal with. Now, I just finished some archers, and these guys, warriors, should be healed by the next turn, and we have these spearmen who are now going to move out to the east and deal with the isolated group of barbarians while we move southeast towards this encampment. Also, I do remember in the last episode we had some barbarian archers to the north here that my scouts ran into before they scrambled back to civilized territory to regroup and heal. So I do have to keep that in mind as well. We might run into them while dealing with that group of warriors in this area. So now that everything's settled from last time, we'll go to the next turn.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
That's some fancy talk, Isaiah. Okay, sit rep. We have some pretty weak barbarian archers coming up to our territory. I assume they have come back from little neighboring city-state down here. That's probably why they're at relatively low health. So I'm not sure I'm really going to pay attention to them. I'm going to continue moving my spearmen and warriors out to the east to engage that group of barbarian warriors up here and eventually the encampment, along with the archers behind them. And if these guys stray into our territory, we'll pick them off one at a time with the city defenses of Primum. So let's move. We'll move them one tile at a time. And now these guys can move up beside them. Archers can come up behind the spearmen. These workers we will keep here for now because we do have those archers to the south there. I don't want them getting captured. And considering I only have a population of 4, it's kind of pointless building more constructions on these tiles because I'm not going to be able to use them anyways. Because everybody is already being used, and I don't think I could use them more effectively anywhere else at the time being. Though let's just take a quick look at Terminus. Yeah, we really need to get some developments on these. You know what we're going to do? We're going to move these guys up to Terminus so they can start building some stuff. Oh, I have 3. I didn't know I had 3 groups of workers. I did not. So, yeah, we'll get these guys up there eventually. Guys, good for now. Warriors, you just fortify yourselves there for now. And we have archers here, too. Okay, that's good. Let's just plop them on this little point here for now. And since we just researched pottery, which I should have increased our food a bit. What next? Being Britain, I feel that sailing is a good next step for researching. But got composite bowmen. I don't really need that. Catapults I don't really need right now. Or courthouses. Great library. Writing. I do want to keep up on my research, so that's definitely going to be a priority. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with writing before I go with the sailing, because I don't want to fall behind on my research. Although calendar, because I need calendars to exploit these these silk resources right there. But no, I'm going to go with writing. Okay, so these barbarian archers have been stupid enough to encroach on my territory. So with the great bows of the British home territory protection units, we will rain down destruction upon their souls. And that leaves 2 of them left, who will easily be picked off by the next barrage if they don't move out of there. So let's move our spearmen up to here. There's the barbarians. I think we'll move them up there. I won't go any further so they can't attack us on our next turn. These guys, I'm going to... let's just keep them on the city. I don't know why I moved in that to that point to begin with. These guys... got to start moving them up this way so we can exploit some of these resources. Can I move these guys? No, I can't. Next turn. I'll just get that going ahead of time. Scouts. Now that you guys are healed up, we'll move up. Make sure we won't have any barbarian forces coming down on our forces from the north. And our bow and arrow guys can move up behind the main troops. Now, before I move these guys in to engage the barbarian warriors, I want to make sure that these arrows are in this tile right behind them. So next turn, I'm not going to do anything with them other than move the arrows up, and then the turn after that, we'll attack. And in that next turn, these guys will either scurry away or they'll move up into this area to engage them. Actually, come to think of it, they might be able to engage these spearmen in the next turn, which I'm not sure how well that'll go, since spearmen are primarily strong against horses. Oh no, I'm thinking of pikemen, not spearmen. I think spearmen will be a lot better than the barbarian warriors. Warriors of barbarians or something. Come and get me, you Barbies. You Barbies, you're just nothing but plastic dolls made for girls to play with. That's all you Barbies are good for. And they have moved up as I predicted. So, archers, go prepare yourself. Unfortunately, oh, I can. Alright, we'll hit them with a nice barrage of arrows. Not bad. That took them out quite significantly. We'll move our warriors up to their left flank. And we'll move the scouts. I know the scouts aren't ideal for fighting with, but we'll move them up to their far right flank. And oh, shiza. Oh yeah, and then we've got these suicidal barbarian arrowmen who are now going to face their maker. Okay, so we have these guys in the north. I was sort of worried about something from the north coming in, because Terminus isn't exactly a strongly defended city at the moment. We've got a group of warriors and a group of archers in the city. Now, what we have in this area between these two mountains is a very natural point of defense. However, I'm not sure I should be able to get the arrows up in time to counter any movements that come in there, but still, that doesn't change the fact that we only have one group of warriors, while they have 2 right there. So, I suppose I could move up my archers and warriors into this area. Maybe once they come in, get a strike, hit them with the arrows, maybe whittle one of the groups down a bit with my warriors, and then allow them to fall back to the city, at which point we can hit them again with the archers and the arrows from the city, hopefully, and attack them again with the warriors. But that means that once we get to the city, the warriors will likely be at least down a quarter health, maybe even half, thanks to the early attack they did on these warriors in this defensive point. So sort of trying to decide which method I'm going to go with. Am I going to move them up to this defensive position, or am I just going to keep them around the city and then hit them when they arrive there? Although, first of all, I guess I should do something about this. I can't attack with the warriors. I can only attack with the spearmen. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to leave the spearmen this turn. They'll probably either attack the warriors or the spearmen. We'll let them do that. And then we'll hit them again with the arrows and finish them off with either the spearmen or the warriors. Scouts, you just hang out there. So you stay there. You guys move up to here. There. Make a farm there. Our archers, we will... Oh, I still have to decide that. Okay, so we moved all these guys. No, these guys, you guys are staying. Archers, you guys... Okay, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to move the archers up to this tile. And then we got the warriors there, and hopefully they won't be able to, since this is very hilly terrain, they won't be able to traverse very quickly. So the most this guy's going to be able to move is maybe to this hill right here. And there I can hit them with the archers. The only thing is I want to make sure the archers are going to be able to fall back in time. Although I suppose once these guys are here and we hit them with the arrows, then they're going to move forward, and then I can hit them with these guys, and they'll be weakened because of the hit from the archers, and that might work out and give me a chance to move the archers back. I don't want to lose much, because this is my only force in this region, so I don't want to lose many of them. Although I suppose once I'm done with these guys, I can route these guys up there, but I really wanted to deal with this barbarian encampment before I did that. No, we'll see what happens. Oh, hell no. Okay, for one, I know what I'm producing next. Warrior. Okay, this is an interesting situation. Well, it does seem to look like we're facing a pretty interesting situation. That's quite, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of barbarian brutes, or warriors, I guess. And we've got some archers, we got 2 archers, 1 spearman, and so we got 2 things of warriors, and then we have our scouts, which are not ideal to use, but in a desperate situation, we might be able to. And this is also, we can establish our new city right here. Now, the only nation or power we've discovered so far is Arabia. I'm not sure where they are. We do have an embassy establishment. It usually does turn up, but we'll see. Doesn't seem like we have any major powers in the immediate vicinity, just some city-states. But now we face the conflict. Out spoke brave Horatius, captain of the gate. To every man on earth death cometh soon or late, and how can man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers, the temple of his gods. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these archers to the west, as well as the spearmen to defend against this major attack. Hopefully we can take out a bunch with our archers, and if need be we can fall back and then also use the defenses from Terminus. I'm going to move these warriors back to protect Perimum. If anybody knows how to pronounce that properly, please let me know. And hopefully my gamble of them going to Terminus will pay off, and I think this one group of warriors, with the support of the defenses of our capital, should be able to deal with these warriors right here. Can I move these guys? Yes, we'll start moving them back. We'll move these guys. Ooh, that's quite close to them. Yeah, why not? These guys will move back to this position. Oh crap, that means we lose visual. We're going to move these guys up to here. Along with the archers, we'll move up to here. What's the range? Oh, nuts. That's not good. What if I move them there? Might be able to get better range. You guys, why don't you... You can make a farm. You guys, I'll send you over here to make another farm. Oh. Alright, so I think I'm going to move these guys back to here to defend the capital, while these guys will defend Terminus. I think we have a pretty good situation. Next turn, we'll move these archers up here, and hopefully they'll be able to hit them. These archers should be in range if they move forward to attack my warriors, scouts, and spearmen. I know it's not ideal using scouts for combat, but everybody has to do their duty. Okay, so it looks like they're moving in. Well, who should we hit first? Probably hit them to weaken them, because the scouts are the most vulnerable. And these are the only people who are going to be able to attack them next turn. So let's hit them. We will move the archers up here. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do anything. These guys... You know what? We're going to have to move them up. There. Yeah, we're going to move them up there. We risk, there's a risk for the capital, but you guys stay put. You guys... What if I attack them? Minor victory? However, it doesn't look like we'd lose much. Let's do it. Although I really hope they don't move into that tile. I want them to, yeah, good. Let's go back. Going back to that tile. These guys, they'll stay put. The next turn's going to be interesting. All right, they're moving into my warriors. Didn't do. Oh, geez, that's not good. Warriors taking major hits. Them reorganizing themselves. My archers. Okay, good. My archers can hit them. That should finish them off. Perfect. My scouts stay put. These guys. Actually, we should hit them. Decisive victory. But if I move into that tile, then we're going to have these guys on their right flank and these guys on the left flank. And that leaves them a bit vulnerable. And I'm going to have to fall these guys back, probably into their position. Yeah. Oh, perfect. They have a ranged attack. They can hit them. So I'll do that. Okay, that takes them down to 1. Thinking we should push these forward. Our scouts. Alright, since we're getting a warrior from the capital next turn, I'm going to use these guys to attack them. And then we'll use the spearmen to finish them off. Okay, good. They didn't go into the tile. That's kind of what I wanted. These, I'm going to move up here. Here. Yeah, we're going to move them up here. We're going to use the spearmen to finish them off. Then we've moved up to there. Okay. Archers I can't move. Scouts. We're going to move the scouts up here just to block their path to the city. We're going to get a warrior from them next turn, but it'll take a few turns to get them up to this area. And then I still need to make my way down here and take out this barbarian camp before I can establish my new city. Okay, Sitret. We've got one group of axe throwers at full health. We've got one warrior at minimum health, another warrior group at full health, and these guys are more or less at full strength. So that's 4. We've got these warriors who are down half strength. These ones who are slightly damaged. These warriors are full. Our archers are good, and we should have, yes, another group of warriors here, which... Oh, it's going to take them 3 turns to get up to the front. We have to move the archers up so we can actually get in position to hit anything. We're going to move that up there. These guys will stay put. These archers, let's move them up here. And we can... Oh, nuts. I was hoping I'd be able to hit these guys. Well, let's just finish him off. I didn't really like using their turn to just hit them. These guys can't move any further. These guys... Oh, we've got another group of axe throwers up here. Is it just the... There must be a camp up in the north here, because they seem to be coming down from there.
He who destroys a good book.
Okay, they did go on the attack. Doesn't look like they've done much to our spearmen, but they've seriously decreased in health. Also attacked my scouts, but the scouts seem to have come up on top. We have the axe throwers moving up on Permum. Our warriors moving up. Now let's see what we can do with our archers. Please be in range. Damn it. I don't think they're going to be able to hit anything. The archers in a really... This terrain is quite difficult. We're going to move the archers up to here. These guys, I don't know, just go there. I could use them to finish off one of these groups. I think I'll go for this one. Yes. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Scouts, you're just going to have to hold that position. Archers here. I think the one archer up here should be able to handle that. I need to make these archers, let's get them fall back to the city. These guys, I'm going to get these guys to fall back as well. Although yeah, let's just do that for now. Okay. Now, what research? We're going to do sailing, because we are British and that's sort of our thing. The Great British Empire that strangely has the pyramids from Egypt. Taking a few historical liberties, I suppose. One thing I'm worried about is our gold is a bit low. So let's just take a look at how our citizens are being distributed. Okay, we've got those 2 gold resources, which are pretty good. And those are the only gold resources there. How about Terminus? We don't... Okay, we've got gold there. Once they build a thing, whatever there, capturing thing, we should get some more gold from that. But let's look at our budget. We're -8. I mean, we do have 276 gold, so it's going to take a while for us to lose all of that. But it's definitely something I want to be thinking about, because it could get out of control pretty quickly. Our total expensive... City income 1 is expensive. Most of it is because of our units, which we sort of need at the moment. Oh well, we'll have to leave that for now, and hopefully we can do something about it once we've got the new city established. Okay, this isn't good. I gotta get these archers out of here. I can't risk them getting hit by those axemen. You guys... I'm gonna get them to to fall back for now. Get onto their flank. Spearmen, not gonna do much damage. I think I'd be better at fortifying them there. They're already fortified. Now, you guys, what can you hit? Yes, finish off them. Good. Now you guys, yes, build a trapping. Trapping, that's the word I'm looking for. I shouldn't bother making another farm. I'm not going to be able to use all of these farms anyways. I don't have that much population here. So I think I'm going to actually cancel this one. Because we don't have enough population to man that farm. Alright, now our archers are finally in range of these axe throwers, so let's do this to whittle down their numbers a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. Now, what are our chances? Oh, it's not going to be... Let's do that. And then we'll also hit them with these guys once they're weakened a bit. And what do we have? What? Oh, new warrior. Okay, good. We'll move them up here. You guys... I'm going to move the workers up here to get ready for establishing a city here. And you guys can attack them. That should finish them off. One can hope. Darn. What can you hit? Oh, sweet. Can hit the axe throwers. Okay, that's 3 down. I have a feeling they're going to annihilate my scouts, but it's a sacrifice I'm going to have to make. You guys, I need you to move up here to defending those axe throwers. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, there we go. These guys are severely weakened, but what we're going to do is we'll move them back to our territory and they can heal up. Alright, now I got to choose production. What am I going to get? Don't need more workers. Let's do... What's our food like? We've got 3 there. I want to do a library because I want to get my... research, influence, intelligence, I forget what it's called, up. Okay, so I'm hoping that the combination of these archers and spearmen will be able to finish them off. These 3 groups of warriors, and I'm going to want to... Actually, I need to get some archers too, so these archers as well are going to start moving to dismantle that barbarian encampment. Oh, great. More archers. Let's use these guys to weaken them a bit. That's alright. Okay. These guys, these archers, I want to begin. You guys go up here. Archers, you go down here. I want to get them back to heal. You guys stay put. You guys just get back and heal yourselves. Workers, sleep for now. Oh, promote a unit. Let's do... Let's do drill 2. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. We've dealt with most of the problems in this area, and hopefully in the next episode we will actually be able to go east and establish our new city over here, but we still do have some issues over here to deal with. We got these axe throwers who are at pretty low health, but they're still a threat, and these archers, which are just a pain. Which means, since I see so much barbarians coming down over here, there must be an encampment up here. And ideally, I need to deal with it so I can stop having these incursions on my territory. But that'll just have to wait for next time. So, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this stuff, or not if you don't. Uh, don't forget to if you want to interact a bit more with me and other subscribers, you can go to the forum that I created, the link to which will be in the description below. And you don't need to sign up or anything. You can post as a guest as well, so it's easy to do. So if you want to ask any questions or have any suggestions, feel free to go there. So until next time, have a good one.